Let's look at the double slit experiment. Shoot particles through two slits and they act like marbles, but use a wave and they create an interference pattern. It proves that light can be both a particle and a wave.
Reality materializes when we look at it. Is consciousness a quantum flux? An energy that lives forever? We create our own heaven or hell.
The centinela. Today we're going to discuss whether or not we're living in a base reality. I hope we are living in a base reality, but in a way, as long as we all believe we're conscious, it doesn't really matter. What we could say is there's a lot of evidence to suggest we may not be, simply because of the strange things that we are aware of. One of them is the double split experiment. So for those that don't know what a double split experiment is, it's actually several splits and you shine light through it, and if you don't observe it, you actually get what you'd expect, a pattern arising. But if you actually look at it, you actually get a particle, which isn't exactly what we expected. In the same way, if we shine or we send particles through the double slit, we will actually, if we don't look at it, we actually get superpositioning. So that actually means that you get a number of lines being formed, because it's not exactly sure where it's going to go. But if you look at it, you just get one. Now, on the quantum level, it would seem then that unless something is focused upon or looked upon, it actually does not exist because of this need to be observed. The interesting thing is it actually doesn't have to be a conscious being, but it has to be observed for the change to take place. This is very disturbing in terms of Newton's idea of physicality. In the same way, if we were to use light, a photon, and halve it and take it trillions of miles away, we believe it would change instantaneously. Therefore, proving that it's traveling actually faster than the speed of light. How do we know these things? Well, there was a place in China, an experimental place in China, an experimental place, let's say, in America, and they had split these protons. And when they actually analyzed the difference, they actually changed exactly the same way in China, exactly the same time as in America. Now, that's akin to giving your friend a magic coin, and when you put it on heads, the coins with your friend will actually become heads, which is very interesting. It has all sorts of implications in terms of your mindfulness, the way you think about reality, and what you think can, for some, become reality. Now that really resonates for people that actually want to will something to actually happen. So I mean, I'm sure you've got up in the morning and you think the world is full of doom and gloom, and what generally happens is it seems to just get worse and worse. Doom and gloom seems to be everywhere. On the other hand, if you get up in the morning and you're full of vitality and energy, the synchronicity of your life seems to change. Well, is that because of the quantum level of observation and belief? In other words, our future could indeed be the conscious element of belief which affects prime reality. So it's not unsimilar, really, to the games that we play. And we know that those games, i.e. video games, and games we play could truly result in changing of reality. But the video games we actually play, the ability for that to get better and better and better and become like a reality with conscious beings, there is a high probability that that could happen. And the universe, in a way, reflects the digital side of games. I think this has great implications for the way we behave, or what we will to happen, and how our beliefs about things can indeed change reality. It is a hypothesis, but I think you will actually, as human beings, see that you have sometimes created your own amazing world or indeed your own amazing creation of family and friends around you. At the same time, sometimes we can be involved in creating that tragedy as well. Over and out from the Sentinel.
Let's look at the double slit experiment. Shoot particles through two slits and they act like marbles, but use a wave and they create an interference pattern. It proves that light can be both a particle and a wave.
Reality materializes when we look at it. Is consciousness a quantum flux? An energy that lives forever? We create our own heaven or hell.